Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Ladybug, and if you're a newbie that's come, welcome. Well, you're more than welcome to come and join us. What I'm getting ready to work on is a partial with special drills that Miss Southern Belle sent to me. And I'm going to work on this one. I haven't worked on one of these in a while, and so it's a little different. And I just got done kitting it up, and because the drills are so big, I've had to use this great big these large sizes here. And so we are going to get started here in just a second. Okay. Oops. I have to kind of get it to where I can reach it. Alrighty, here we go. Gotta have my thing here. I might be able to get these right out of the little containers. I might. We'll see. Okay. Okay. I gotta have a little bit of light here. Let's see. Let's get this one. Alright. And get some wax on my pen. Alright, let me clean this out. Apparently that's got something in it, and it's keeping the wax from staying in the end. Aha, there we go. Let's see what it is. Just had some old dried wax in there. Okay, now let's see. Okay, yeah, that's better. There we go. Okay, now these are big drills, okay? So, but before we get started, let me show you what it's going to look like, okay? This is the picture. It's not very good, but anyway, it's not very bright. But there you go. There's your picture. That's what we're working on. Okay. I'm going to have to raise you up a little bit. Okay. Here we go. Alright, I think I'm going to try something else here. Let's try this particular one and see if that does a better job. Okay. Oh yeah, it picks up a lot better. Whoop. There we go. Anyhow, I hope everyone is doing well. We had a lot of rain last night, a lot of thunder and lightning, that kind of stuff. And so we ended up getting basically what we call a gully washer. Because it came down like there was no tomorrow. And so turn it around. And I'm having to concentrate a little bit because I'm not used to doing this. Okay. So, but it rained pretty hard last night, and then it finally cleared off, but it's still pretty damp outside, so there's absolutely no way I'm going to go outside and sit. And that's a fact. Yeah. It looks pretty good. Yep. These are some pretty good sized gems. But this is sent to me from Miss Southern Belle, which is interesting. She gave me two of these. She gave me one like this, big flower, and then there was another one, looks kind of like a beach scene or a pool, side sunset at the pool kind of thing. And so I decided to give it a shot and work on this one today. You know, I just wanted something that get away from confetti, get away from browns. Yeah, I'd had enough of that. I mean, I love that Trinity of Peace. I love the picture, but whew, there's a lot of browns in that one. So I'm glad that it's done and over. And now I can play with something else. Get over there. Get that out of the way. Let's pull this up a little bit. Alrighty. This pen works out pretty good working with these larger jewels. Works out fairly well. Yeah. There we go. There's that one. All right, let's do N, which is right there. Okay, now these are regular size drills. And these are real dark blue. So here we go. Anyway, we made it to Tuesday, so there you go. Now we're having a special live on with KY Philly and Star in Miss Southern Belle on Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. Okay? And what it is they're going to be unboxing the gifts that I sent to them on a live. So that's going to be pretty interesting. It's be different. And so it's at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. And this is on the East Coast. So I'm not sure what the time is where y'all are living at. But if you can, come and join us and you can see what I sent to them. And and I'm going to be up on the panel as well, so that way you can join us and we can all sit there and chit-chat and, you know, maybe do a little diamond painting or whatever. We'll see. We'll see how it works out. And anyhow, I gotta check my email and see if DJ sent me her address, so that way I can I've got this big diamond painting, and I know I'll never get to it, and I know she loves the big cats, and so I think I'm gonna send that to her. I hope she likes it. Now, it'll probably not go out until probably sometime next week. But that's okay. As long as I get it out to her, that's all that matters. Get over there. This pen doing pretty good on here. And so anyhow, yeah, I got a new radio, and I think because I played a couple of little snippets of music on it with words, they kind of blocked some of my video from certain countries because of copyright issues. But that's all right. That's all right. I wasn't thinking about it. I mean, I figured, you know, real short snippet wouldn't really make that much difference, but apparently it did, so, but that's all right. But anyhow, just go and check it out, because that's the unboxing I did, and I think it was yesterday. And I really like that little radio. It's cool. Yeah. And so anyhow, yeah, I did some work on my European town today. I was working on that. And then I decided to set this one up. And decided to work on this one. So I'm going to move you in just a little bit, and that way you can actually see what's going on. How about that? Oop. Oh my. And so anyhow, yeah, I'm going to be kind of stuck indoors because it's still damp and wet outside, and I think we're supposed to get rain on and off most of the day, so which is fine. Can't say too much because we do need the rain, because it's 67 degrees right now, and it's 2:30 in the afternoon, and it is definitely mostly cloudy. So so anyhow, but this is really easy going. Yep. Get over there. There we go. And so I just wanted something easy to work on that is not complicated. So, and I figured this would be the one to do. Yeah. I don't do very many partials. Now, Miss Bell, she does a lot of partials. She enjoys doing the partials. Whereas I usually do a full coverage, usually. Yeah, I need to go get something to eat. That bowl of soup last night's not sticking with me very long. And I'm gonna drink a bit of coffee here. Hold on. And yeah, I had a bowl of soup and a couple of what I call roll-ups. What it is, it's a sandwich rolled up in a tortilla, a floured tortilla, and with a little, tomatoes and lettuce and that kind of stuff. I had 2 of those, and I had a cream of chicken soup for dinner last night. Yeah, that's easy. Easy peasy. Nope, my daughter must be getting ready to leave. She's calling Dottie in. Yeah. And anyhow, I think, yeah, Lily is over there on a box laying down asleep. Yeah, she loves her boxes.
Ronnie, what's up?
And yeah, if you open a box, I don't care if it's a little dinky one or a great big one, it don't matter. She loves those boxes. She likes to try to climb into them. And with her, big wide butt, she doesn't exactly fit in those little tiny boxes anymore. So I may take and make a couple more roll-ups for lunch today. A couple of roll-ups and maybe some chips. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Yeah, I'm working weirdly. This is working out pretty well. I'm not used to using this particular pen. Mostly now is because with your regular diamond painting, I think the tip is too wide, and so it's hard to get in close to the other diamonds without making a mess. You know what I mean? And whereas these are more spread out, and you don't have to do more precision type laying of your drills like you do with a regular diamond painting. So yeah, this is that one that's refillable, and which I think is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Hey, Frankie. Frankie must have just come in. She come running by and heading for the window. She always likes hanging out by the window. Yeah. But it's pretty quiet, you know. There's not a lot going on. And so that looks pretty good. But yeah, I just thought I'd work on this for a change. I haven't done one of these in a while, or something similar. So I figured, yeah, why not? Last time I worked on this with a special kind of a special drill was working on my yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll show you. Yeah. Get over here. These coaster things. See? And they got that design. My mind is going blank. But I got a whole bunch of these different types, and they're really nice. I like them. Yeah. And I usually use them to keep my coffee on. Yeah. Anyhow, so, but yeah, I usually, you know, I do the coasters, and like I said, the drills aren't, you don't have to lay them perfectly, you know what I mean? They're not all in a straight line or whatever. And because of that, this pen works out really well. So, and the good thing is you're not constantly digging and going after wax. So, yeah. Only thing with this particular pen is this: if you don't mind doing just single placing, then this is fun. This would be a good pen. But when you do multi-placing, you don't have that option with this particular kind of pen. So. Yeah, I'm gonna, as soon as I get this done and have it sealed, I'll hang it up on my wall somewhere. Not sure where yet. Eventually I'm gonna get all these ones that I've been working on sealed and up on the wall, and then I can show you where my my diamond painting wall. Because right now I only have one up right now. But I want to put that red covered bridge, I want to put that up. And then there's a couple others that I've recently finished that I want to hang up. So, a lot of people use like thumbtacks or they'll use like a masking tape or whatever to put their diamond paintings up. I use that double-sided tape, and it holds pretty good because I've got one that I hung up a couple of years ago and it's still on the wall. Yeah, and that's with a double-sided tape. So and so but yeah, this thing is pretty easy to work. Yeah, I like that. It looks good. Yeah. I know I'm not talking much. Yeah, the last couple of days I haven't felt too good the last couple of days. So I've been you know, I didn't do any diamond painting once I got the others done. I didn't do any, I haven't done any until now. And I don't know, just not, I'm not sick, I just haven't really felt that great. So anyhow, yeah, this time of the year I always end up with my anxiety fluctuates quite a bit for some reason. And so I've been fighting with the anxiety for the last couple of days. Yeah, they got me on, can't even remember the name of it. Anyway, I call it the chill pill. It works. It's all right. I can't remember the name of it, to be honest with you, so I'm going to pull it out and look at it. Okay, it is fluoxetine, and it's 40 milligrams during the day, and then I take another one at night, and I think it's a 10 milligram. So they got me on like 50 milligrams of fluoxetine during the day. I take 40 in the morning, and then I take 10 at night. And it does help with the anxiety, but you know, some days there's good days and bad days, you know. If you have, you know, depression or anxiety or whatever and whatnot, you know what I'm talking about. You have good days and you have bad days. And the last couple of days have been just sort of kind of you know, kind of days. It's not good, it's not bad, but it's not good either, you know. And I go through that every now and then. So I just sort of, when my daughter says when I do that and I get where the anxiety starts bothering me or whatever, I usually pull back and kind of, you know, stay to myself and, you know, that kind of thing. And that way I'm not doing any meltdowns around, you know, around and on people. And so, and that's how I avoid that situation. Yeah, Star came up with a good idea the other day. I have this a paint by number. Sorry, I had to think about it for a second. I got this kit, and it's a paint by number, and it's acrylic paints, and I was going to, you know, I tried to use just the paints, right? And the paints are kind of watery and thin. And so I was listening to Star the other day, and she made a comment about taking and using acrylic. Is it acrylic? Anyway, it's like markers, and I think it's acrylic markers, I think she said. Anyhow, and using those to paint in that paint by number. You know, using like, you know, markers, like you were coloring it. And I thought, you know, that's a good idea. I had never thought about that. And so, I think I'm going to give it a try. I'll have to dig out my markers and make sure that they're compatible, ouch, with the canvas that I've got. And see if that'll work. You know? Okay, we're working on K for Karen. And it's supposed to be like a real dark green. So that's what we're working on right now. But yeah, she made that comment the other day on the live, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give that a try. Because I was very disappointed with that, you know, paint by number, because the paints were so thin. They were kind of like watered down, and so there was hardly any coverage, and so the numbers, like say like this is like a number, right? And you put your paint on there, and it would continue to bleed through. And I put like 2 or 3 coats of it, and it still would bleed through. And I'm going, no, this isn't going to work. So, but I'm going to give it a shot, and see about it. And then I think it was Laura. She got some new paint, markers, and they're acrylic markers, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot, and I may try to order some of those. She got one. It's 240 colors. That's a lot of colors. But anyway, and I thought, you know what, I may try that. And I'm going to try the markers I've got, here at the house. And if they work, great. If they don't, then I'll have to work on getting some other different type. Because it's a beautiful painting. It's a beach scene with red poppies. And I really liked it. And I was very disappointed when the paint wouldn't cover. So I've got it stashed away. But if I can use the markers and color it that way, that would be cool. Yeah. So thank you, Star, for that good idea. Yeah, Star is good for thinking outside the box. You know, she's very creative and she can come up with ideas and they're outside the box, you know. And she's just really good at that. Me, I'm not very good at that. I'm not that creative. Yeah. And so I'm gonna give it a shot and try it. No guarantees, but what can it do? You know, it may ruin the canvas, but you know what? It's just sitting there not being used anyway, so. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not very fast at this. And I'm basically having to concentrate a little bit. I hope you don't mind the music. I picked out something a little different this time. Yeah. Yeah, my roller should be in the diamond painting roller that I ordered. It should be here. I think they said the 30th. So that's in a couple more days. So, and that way I can roll my paintings. Make sure all my drills are set real good. And then take and put a sealer on them and let them dry. And then I can hang them up, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I had a roller and I don't know what I did with it. It just disappeared. I can't find it. You know? So I don't know what I did with it. I have a tendency to do that. I'll put stuff away so good that it takes me forever and a day to find it. You know, it may be 6 months down the road and all of a sudden I'll run across and go, oh, that's where that went. Y'all do that too? Because I know I do. I do it all the time. And, come on now. Here we go. For some reason I wasn't getting it right. Turn this a little bit. Get some more wax. But so anyhow, but yeah, I figured I'd work on this a little bit. And but this next coming month, it's going to be mostly, I'm going to be working on mostly the whips that I've got. and try to get some of them, at least some of them done or partially done, because most of the whips that I've got are big sizes. These are not little paintings. These are big ones. And so what I want to do is I want to try to clear those out of my repertoire, and that way I can work on other stuff. But I don't want to start anything new, right, until after I get some of these others out of the way. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put this particular thing in here. It is an L, right? Yeah. This looks like a green flower. Doesn't want to pick up. Alright, here we go. Here we go. There. Nice pretty green flower. Yeah. Put that away because I only need the one. There. I don't know if you can see that or not. But see how the flower is? Right there? That's pretty cool. And got a 2 there. And we'll finish this leaf out, and then I think we will bring the video to a close, because unfortunately I do not have a whole lot to talk about. And I was listening in on the Motivational Monday on KY Philly's channel last night. Yeah, Miss Southern Belle was on a roll. She was hilarious last night. Anyhow, so yeah, but KY Philly had to stop and go get some rest because she was really tired last night. So, because she's been having a lot of early morning things that she's had to get out and do, and so, and what I mean by that is like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and that makes for a very long day. And trying to get the wax off of it, and so she was pretty tired. So yeah, if you want to watch a live unboxing, right, come over onto, I think it's KY Philly's channel, and join myself and KY Philly, Star, and Miss Southern Belle, and watch as they open up their friend mail that I sent to them. And we all decided to do it live for a change. So that's going to be pretty cool. because luckily everybody got their packages all on the same day, which really worked out really well. I'm pushing, making sure they're staying put. All right, there we go. There's that part of it. Oop, got you off camera, don't I? But anyway, there you go. I got that leaf is done. Now I'm going to come over here and work on this one. This one's got a lot of pink in it. So, what do we got? 45 minutes already. That's okay. But what we're going to do is bring it to a close. And then I'll keep working on this and I'll show you the progress. Maybe tomorrow. You know. But in the meantime, I'm going to wish you all a great day. And just have a good day. Have a blessed day. And we will see you on the next one. So God bless you. God keep you. Remember, Jesus loves you. And so do I. But as Miss Star says, but Jesus loves you so much more. So y'all take care. God bless you. And we'll see you on the next one. All right. Bye-bye.